Chee Gay, I mean, managing 700, right? You said 700 under you?
Indeed, correct. 700.
Leading 700. And first things I felt, so how hard has to be the pressure and the commitment and the stress. So I would like to know later on, how do you manage this kind of pressure in order to perform? And I got a question. Was a perfect timing that right before COVID, where by any chance many companies they had to reinvent their operation strategy, was incredible, the timing. So I assume that now that, thanks God, the pandemic is basically gone, I guess the company is still benefiting out of this shift of operation, centralize them all. Is it?
Yes. So can you imagine one of the tasks that I have to do is to move the whole, our employees who work in the office all the time to work from home. So 95% of workforce will work from home during the pandemic. At the same time, it became much more important of using technology, and centralization make it much easier as a solution when during the wave of the pandemic. Because when you're able to centralize, you're able to support sites that we start up without people on site, and how we are continue able to support from remotely to the new sites, where travel restriction become one of our challenges.
And what happened? How about your company? Is it still people working from home, or they went back to the office?
We still have 27% or 28% of people are still working from home.
27.
And hybrid, we have 28% are working from home and hybrid. The rest are working from office right now.
Okay. Quickly, what are the main skills of a C-level HR professional has to have? Because in order to be, the high standards, what are the main skills?
Very good question. It's actually a combination of strategy, combination of execution, and also interpersonal abilities. Why I say that is because you need to be able to have a strategy thinking, to be able to strategize the HR, for example, strategies that align to the business strategies. And that's very key, especially my role as a global CHRO, to be able to give a clear direction to my workforce and also the leaders. So that become one of the key skills. The other key skill is execution. You can have a plan. With a plan without execution is also there's no plan. So having execution means that your ability to be able to have a good business procurement, understanding the business and challenges and knowing the solution to be able to address that. And also the ability to know my HR domain strongly, the talent management HR domain strongly, and change management. How do you ability to integrate the changes with the mindset of the workforce, so that the adoption of the changes becomes seamless. So that is very important in terms of execution. And the last one is interpersonal skill. Ability, especially my role, to be able to build rapport and achieve trust among the employee at all levels is going to be very key. And have an empathy and the ability to listen and communicate well with all levels become very important in our interpersonal abilities.
Yes, Chee Gay, and the listening part especially, because I've been dealing before, I used to work with big companies like Prada and Fendi back to Italy. And sometimes the old-fashioned C-level management were very good on having a speech, but very, I won't say bad, were not very trained to be good listener. And in order to have empathy and understanding, and thanks God, the new generation of C-level managers, they know how important it is to understand the needs of their employees. Only that I can deliver you, I can understand and improve your quality of the workspace. Now, very important, you are a high achiever, HR global manager. This gentleman is a super Ironman, so he swims, he runs, he cycles, and once you're in a tough situation, could be at work, even personally, could be with the family, or while you are performing a race during the Ironman, how do you overcome your limiting belief? When you're so tired, but you want to get at the end of the race, or one day give you a very difficult task that you your ego says, oh my gosh, I'm not able to do that. How do you overcome your limiting beliefs?
So I always love the feeling of when we reach the finishing line. The satisfaction is amazing. But before that, whenever I start the race, I'll be starting to think, why am I involved in this race? I should be able to rest by home rather than involved in race. That's joke aside. But you are right, the ability to aware of your limitation is very, very key. To acknowledge it is okay not to be okay of your limitation. And then you need to also be able to challenge your limitation. And to challenge it and able to build some target and some plan, action, small steps for you to be able to overcome the challenges is going to be very key. And celebrate those changes or challenges that you're able to overcome. For example, in triathlon, I'm actually a good swimmer, but my weakest link of the three disciplines is my cycling. And usually my cycling will pull down. Even I can beat someone 20 minutes ahead of time, my cycling I will fall behind. So and that I acknowledge that. And I have mentors in terms of what are my current challenges. And one of my challenges is my resilient ability to last long when I bend down. I have pain when I bend down, and the reason is because I got sleep disc. And to overcome my sleep disc and still involved in these extreme sports is something that my resilient mindset allow me to do until today. But to be able to endure the pain after a certain distance because of the strain of your muscle when due to the sleep disc, that is a big challenge for me. And I was told that I need to accumulate a lot of mileage to be able to overcome that. So one of the things that I have to know is that's my limitation. I got sleep disc, I can't go long distance, but a small step or increasing my distance, mileage, every time when I'm training. You go your mileage, you train by increasing slowly. And when you're used to that, your muscles should be able to adapt to those long distance. And that's one of the things that I've been doing over my journey as a triathlete.
So, wow, okay, Chee Gay. So to summarize is acknowledge your limitation, being okay that we do have limitations, break down small steps in order to achieve the new goals, and once we achieve the goals, reward ourselves. Can I break it down this moment? So pay attention, because this is pure wisdom. And doing so, as you can see, you can always evolve and get better and better in whatever you want to do, in personal life, business, and professionally wise. We are almost wrapped up. We had the last question. That's very important to me. That's I wanted to ask you. So, what do you want people to say about the day that you are going to be gone?
Wow, something that I never thought of. I guess I want to be remembered for as the compassionate and selfless daddy, husband, a boss, mentors, and friends to my family members, to my colleague, and also to my friends. And that is, I think, something that I hope to be remembered by people, and also my legacy. And the last thing, the Ironman from HR.
With this beautiful piece of wisdom, we really wish you all the best in life, professionally wise, for your career that I know you're very focused, for your Ironman, which you really take care of, and your family as well. Thank you again for taking the time, and all the best.
Thank you, Professor.